Current Affairs, the 15th of April 2020. Tourism Ministry launches Dekopnadesh webinar series. Union Ministry of Tourism launched Dekopnadesh webinar series to provide information on many destinations, keeping in view COVID-19 pandemic. With no movement happening either domestically or from across the border, the tourism sector is hugely impacted, but the ministry has taken the help of technology to facilitate people to visit places and destinations virtually so that they can plan their travels for a later date. Government of India launches Sovereign Gold Bonds Scheme 2020-21. The GOI, in consultation with the Reserve Bank of India, has decided to issue sovereign gold bonds. The sovereign gold bonds will be issued in 6 tranches from April 2020 to September 2020. The bonds will be sold through scheduled commercial banks, except small finance banks and payment banks, Stockholding Corporation of India Limited, SHCIL, designated post offices, and recognized stock exchanges. The minimum investment limit for sovereign gold bond is 1 gram of gold, while the maximum limit of subscription is 4 kilograms for individual and 20 kilograms for trusts and similar entities. The tenor of the bond will be for a period of 8 years. UP to become first state to start pool testing of COVID-19. Uttar Pradesh has obtained clearance from the Indian Council for Medical Research, ICMR, to start pool testing, becoming the first in the country to attempt this method, which aims at expediting the testing process for COVID-19. In this method, multiple swab samples are pooled together and tested. If the result of a collection of samples comes negative, then that means all the samples in that group are negative. Goa becomes first state to use Ayurveda to boost immunity of COVID-19 patients. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said Goa will be the first state to integrate allopathy and Ayurveda to treat COVID-19 patients to boost immunity. The patients and those under quarantine will be given guidance on how to use Ayurveda to boost their immunity. U.S. approves sale of missile torpedoes worth $155 million to India. The Trump administration notified the Congress of its determination to sell Harpoon Block II air-launched missiles and lightweight torpedoes worth $155 million to India. The sale of 10 AGM-84L Harpoon Block II air-launched missiles is estimated to cost $92 million, while 16 Mk-54 all-up-round lightweight torpedoes and 3 Mk-54 exercise torpedoes are estimated to cost $63 million. 4 Indian Americans awarded 2020 Guggenheim Fellowships. 4 Indian Americans have been awarded the 2020 Guggenheim Fellowships for their accomplishments and exceptional promise. Pradeep Sharma, mechanical engineer at the University of Houston; Kavita Ramanan, professor of applied mathematics at Brown University; Dilip Dakunya, architect, planner and teacher at Harvard University and Columbia University; and Mukul Sharma, professor of earth sciences at Dartmouth College. DRDO develops walk-in kiosk for COVID-19 sample collection. The Defense Research and Development Laboratory, Hyderabad has added another product to the portfolio of the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, to combat the COVID-19 by developing the COVID-19 Sample Collection Kiosk KOVSAK. The KOVSAK is a kiosk through which healthcare workers can take samples to test COVID-19 from suspected infected patients. The patient walks into the kiosk and a nasal, oral swab is taken by healthcare professional from outside through the built-in gloves. CCI approves Emerald Sage Investments stake buy in Apollo Tyres. The Competition Commission of India (CCI) has approved acquisition of 9.93% stake in Apollo Tyres by Emerald Sage Investment. As per the combination notice filed with CCI, the proposed transaction relates to subscription of 10 crore 80 lakh compulsorily convertible preference shares of 100 rupees each of Apollo Tyres by Emerald. Godrej Industries announces the appointment of Manas Noble as non-executive independent director. Godrej Industries announced the appointment of Manas Noble as non-executive independent director for 5 years. Noble is the Chief Financial Officer at Novartis Global Service Center in Hyderabad and Novartis Business Services in India. She is on the board of Novartis India Limited as non-executive director and as an independent director on the board of IDBI Federal Life Insurance Company Limited. AICTE launches e-learning, ELIS portal. All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, has introduced an online enhancement in learning with improvement in skills. ELIS portal is available at free.aicteindia.org, which will offer e-learning content. ELIS portal has been created by 18 leading ed tech companies with 26 different courses to provide students with content that not only enhances learning for regular subjects but also aims to build up valuable skill sets as required in the actual work environment. World Art Day, April 15. World Art Day is an international celebration of the fine arts on April 15 every year, which was declared by the International Association of Art, IAA, in order to promote awareness of creative activity worldwide. IPL 2020 suspended till further notice. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, suspended the 2020 Indian Premier League, IPL, till further notice, in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. The BCCI had intimated the 8 franchisees along with other stakeholders about the indefinite postponement of the tournament's 13th edition.